With Pony Life, the sequel series to Friendship is Magic finally being officially announced, with a couple of new episodes already released, there have been a lot of mixed reviews coming in about the new format. Now, if you know me, you'll know that I'm a pretty positive person. I like to see the good in everything, no matter how small. Screw it! Today, I want to talk about the things that I hate so far about the new show. Time to be mean, time to give my game face.
I am Death, destroyer of worlds.
First, and probably the starkest contrast and change with Pony Life, is the art style. Now, admittedly, it's a style that's somewhat growing on me. The characters are much more lively and expressive, but overall you get the impression that the art style of the show itself has gotten too simple. Nowhere is this shown better than in the backgrounds themselves. Now, the backgrounds in the show are tremendously important, and this goes for any show. They help set the scene and the mood for the characters living within it, almost as if the background itself is a vital character. However, with Pony Life, the backgrounds are very simple, abstract. It feels like the characters are performing in front of a green screen, a fake environment, rather than performing within a setting and interacting with the world around them. Now, stylistically, the backgrounds, in my opinion, are really pretty, and at the very least do enough to allow us, the audience, to understand where the characters are and what's around them. It's just a shame that while the art style of Pony Life focuses well on the characters, it loses out on the complete picture. Oh, and speaking of the art style of the show, one thing I'm tremendously disappointed to see is all of the characters look the same. Now, sure, each of the characters will be colored differently and have different hair or different hats, accessories, etc. But they all have the same body shape and structure and follow nearly identical designs. Of course, I hear you saying, this isn't even a new issue. The last generation of the show had the exact same problem, and while as the seasons progressed, we got to see characters with different and unique body shapes and builds, ultimately characters were built almost entirely off of the same stock base. And why not, you might say? Using different colors and accessories, you can certainly make the characters look and feel unique to one another. And economically for the show, it's cheaper and far more efficient to create new animations and designs for a wide range of characters when they're all built the same at the base level. And of course, don't forget the ease of marketing, toy sales, yeah. But, and this isn't just me, but I think something is lost when all of your characters share the same body type. Body type is an excellent way to establish different traits and abilities in characters outside of their personality. Pony Life, and MLP in general, does not benefit from this. At least in Friendship is Magic, a character like Celestia was larger and more grand than other characters. She stands out, and it reflects not only her power, but how others in the show see and look up to her. Pony Life ditches this concept entirely, and it's honestly a shame. Okay, so one of the major changes from the last generation to this one, Pony Life, is the pacing. And most importantly, the length of the episodes. Instead of the usual 20 or so minutes, Pony Life episodes are broken down into about 10 minutes of actual content, of which that 10 minutes is split into 2 parts. Now, to be fair, part 1 of an episode seems to always set up part 2, so in essence they're just one 10-minute episode, but we'll see if future episodes are completely self-contained in these parts going forward. This new episode format isn't a change I enjoy. Good writing and plot development takes time. It takes setup within the episode to establish the conflict to the characters and, of course, us, the audience. In the very first episode of the show, within a few minutes we're rushed through what Pinkie Pie is competing for and what her friends try to do to intervene. Yet there's almost no build-up or context for any of this. So, for example, why do her friends not trust her to be fine with this baking competition? Has Pinkie been proven not to handle competition well in the past? Now, yes, she's got a messy kitchen. So what? Is that enough cause for concern to intervene? The problem here is a lack of necessary buildup, a reason for her friends to get involved and try to stop her, or force her to reconsider her approach. Now, this is very difficult to accomplish with so little time available in these episodes, and I do think that something is lost with the quality of the stories. Of course though, this kind of pacing and style isn't new whatsoever. Pony Life seems to have taken a tremendous amount of inspiration from the marketable success of Teen Titans Go, sacrificing longer, slower, and more fleshed out adventures for more fast-paced, energetic, entertaining, but ultimately more shallow stories. And who's to blame for this new trend? Why, it's you. Well, and me, and all of us. It's the internet and how content is shared and viewed across social media. These kinds of shows are easy to find funny short clips that can quickly be shared and spread on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. It's quick, bingeable, easy entertainment that requires very little time investment to enjoy, and it's exactly what the internet craves. After all, no longer do we sit ourselves in front of the TV like cavemen and dedicate hours to watching a particular show or channel. The internet gives us an incredible selection and choice in the content we watch, benefiting shorter, bite-sized content that we can pick, choose, and change from swiftly. Honestly, this sucks. Entertainment becomes far more shallow in this format, and we lose a lot of depth in the stories we consume when we have so little time to tell them. This is a tough one, and it's probably the most disappointing change Pony Life has introduced to the show. A focus and shift almost entirely to slice of life episodes, centered around the day-to-day lives of our main cast. Now, this isn't inherently a bad thing. Of course, Friendship is Magic had plenty of slice of life episodes of its own, many of which remain my favorite of the series now that all is said and done. However, losing that sense of fantasy, adventure, and exploring the big wide world around you means, in my opinion, the show has lost a lot of what made it originally special and memorable. We lose the magic of discovering a new land, we lose the intrigue and diversity of learning about new cultures, characters, and conflicts. Ponyville does have a lot to offer. It's a special place, but it's small compared to the world we saw around it. I really do hope we get to see more of that world again soon. But now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts about the new Pony Life series? Is it what you expected? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be around to chat with you there. But with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video and waiting so long since the last one. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. As well, don't forget to subscribe and help support me for free, and it only takes a click. Also, find me outside of the show on DeviantArt and Twitter, where I show my artwork and other cool things. Those links will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching again. This is Tyandaga signing out.